Madam Clerk, would you open the courtroom, please?
The State of Michigan 36th District Court is now in session with the Honorable Judge David S. Robinson, Jr. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Okay, I think Mr. Smart was here first. Ms. Nonis, you're here on that file?
Yes.
Okay, Ms. Nelson and Ms. Sheehan off to the waiting room.
Thank you.
We are on the record calling file number 2015258, Jefferson Capital System versus Tristan Smart. Date and time for pretrial, your respective appearances.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Ashley Nonis, P77029 on behalf of plaintiff.
Your name, sir.
Good morning, Your Honor. My name is Tristan Smart.
Okay, this is our second pretrial. Where are we on this file?
Well, Your Honor, we did send out discovery. We haven't received those responses back yet. So we're in the process according to the scheduling order. I don't know whether we're going to do a motion for summary right now. That depends on the discovery responses. So if we do, then we would just petition the court at that time with the motion.
All right. Mr. Smart, are you intending to do any written discovery?
Yes, I am, sir.
Then you need to get started on it.
Okay. I did not receive the discovery from Jefferson Capital Systems. I actually have to contact them. I don't have that physical address anymore.
So you no longer reside at 19900?
No, ma'am.
Okay, well, we need your new address. The court needs your new address too. You're required to provide that to them.
Sir, it is your obligation to keep your address current with the court. The court will provide that the other side serves you at the address on file in the court. So if you serve at a different address, it's your obligation to change that with the court, sir.
No, I understand that, sir. I just, at this moment, I don't have a physical address. I'll be moving to Florida next month, so I don't have a physical address at this moment.
Okay.
Well, Your Honor, then I would present the question of what do we do? I had sent discovery out back in February, which was a little over a month ago. He's not giving me a new address to resend it to him. So are you going to deem him served from our prior discovery?
I'm going to wait for whoever is going to file a motion to do so. And I will make a decision in accord with the facts in the court rules. All right, today is March 19th. All right, your next court date with me then will be April 23rd at 10 o'clock.
Is that just another PT date, or will that also be the date for motions?
That's the pretrial. And if you want to file any motions, if they're here, I will calendar them at that time.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, and do I reach out to, because I can probably have those papers sent to my brother's address. I just have to get his address in order to receive those papers. Do I just reach out to Jefferson Capital Systems to get? Okay.
You advise them in writing of your new address.
Okay.
As long as the address of whatever you have is on file, that is the address that the court rules require that they serve. You are responsible for everything mailed, first class prepaid postage to that address.
Okay.
April 23rd at 10 o'clock, we'll have our next pretrial. Your discovery continues. Thank you both for coming in. We're off the record.
Have a great weekend.
Be safe.
Thank you. You as well.
All right, let's move on to our next file. This is case number 201-64660, Rosebeck versus City of Detroit. This appears to be a pretrial. Your respective appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. Tricia Nelson, P68707, appearing on behalf of the plaintiff.
Good morning, Your Honor. Laura Sheehan, P83327, appearing on behalf of the defendant, City of Detroit.
All right, when we were last together, the court required that both of you, because neither of you had made the disclosures as ordered in the order of January 14th, to make those disclosures and to file proof of service of those disclosures. That was on February 19th. I have a proof that the disclosures were made, proof of service filed by the plaintiff. I do not have one by the city. Ms. Nelson, have you received the city's initial disclosures?
Yes, Your Honor, I have.
Ms. Sheehan, is there some reason you didn't follow the court's order?
No, Your Honor. It was filed. I had my paralegal send me the proof of service. Or the proof of filing. Find it. I know that my paralegal did fax it into the court, the proof of service.
That's interesting because it's not in my file. When did this occur?
Let's see. Last Friday? Yep, the 12th.
Well, perhaps you might want to consider sending another. And just so the record is clear, that would have had you complying with the court's order 2 months after being ordered. And the whole concept here is to get these initial disclosures done so you can get moving on the file. All right, I'm going to give you another date, and I'll be looking to that for that proof of service. Ms. Nelson indicating that she has received, in fact, your disclosure. Let's get this file moved, and we can't do that unless you guys are going to move on these disclosures. This is the whole point of having these. All right, your next date will be April 23rd. Does that work for both of you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Nelson?
At what time on the 23rd?
At 10 o'clock, I'm sorry.
Yes, that's fine, Your Honor. Thank you.
April 23rd, 10 o'clock. Let's get the you got the whole point of disclosures for you to have the information you need to resolve the file, evaluate and resolve. We both know where, or should I say, the three of us know where we are going. All we're arguing about is how long it's going to take us to get there. So April 23rd, 10 o'clock, another copy, Ms. Sheehan, of your proof of service of the disclosure. And let's get moving on our files. Thank you both for coming in. We're off the record.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Very frustrating. Can't get any work done. Hello?
Morning.
Good morning.
Morning, Your Honor.
Okay, who do we got here?
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Brzezinski, you're here on Nationwide. Mr. Eckleberry, you're here on that same Leanne Harris file.
Correct, Your Honor.
So who else is here? Who else is here on 9?
I am as well, Your Honor.
Okay, so that's the full set.
Yes,
Correct.
sir.
Correct.
All right, so let's put Mr. McCoy in the waiting room
Thank you, Your Honor.
in your file. Waiting room. Okay. We are on the record calling case number 201666932. Leanne Harris versus Nationwide Mutual Fire and Integron National Insurance. Your appearances.
Morning, Your Honor. James Eckleberry, P78222, appearing on behalf of plaintiff Leanne Harris.
Good morning, Your Honor. Lauren Brzezinski on behalf of defendant Nationwide P75259.
Good morning, Your Honor. Natalie Jaboro on behalf of the defendant Intigon National Insurance, P78307.
All right. By now, you guys should have copies of the order striking defendant's notice of her deposition and request for admissions. You should have a copy of the stipulated order to conduct discovery and allowing depositions. So where are we on this file?
Your Honor, we do have copies of those orders. We've been exchanging emails very recently to schedule my client's deposition. Your Honor may recall from the last time we were here, this case is secondary to workers' compensation. I've reached out to the workers' comp rep to get the documents and materials from the comp file so that that can be forwarded to both defense counsel. Not received those materials yet, but we're working on that.
So since we were last together a month ago, you guys haven't been able to agree to a date of deposition. That about right?
Correct, Your Honor.
Indeed. Sounds like you're really working well together. This is why I'm reluctant to have discovery in these cases. This is exactly why. Why can't y'all agree on a date for deposition? That seems pretty simple to me.
So, Your Honor, it's not so much a disagreement between counsel, but just a timing. We got to work on it as soon as we got a copy of the order back from the court regarding the opening of discovery. And now it is just a matter of coordinating schedules.
Well, I want to thank you for reinforcing my predisposition in this matter, that I made a mistake in opening discovery, but it's made, so be it. But thank you for reinforcing that going forward in my other files, I'm not doing this. I'm just not doing this. We know where these cases are going, and increasingly what is happening is, for whatever reasons, we're having a lot more difficulty in resolving what are relatively simple files. This file, I'll agree, because of the presence of workers' compensation, is an unusual file. But the just basic idea, we left the last time we were together with the agreement of all of you that you're going to do depositions. It wasn't necessary to wait to get the final word to do so. You had all agreed to that. That's something you could have all got to work on right then and there. All right. So basically, we've got nothing that we can accomplish today. That's fair to say?
Your Honor, I would, in terms of major events, I would agree, but we have progressed on the file.
Yeah, Sure. So let me make sure I understand the progress that has been made. You don't have the workers' compensation file. You don't have a date for the deposition of your client, which you all agreed a month ago was going to take place. Outstanding. All right, this is your next date, April 23rd. And I got to tell you, if I don't see some progress on discovery, I'm going to close it. Because if we're not going to do anything on discovery, then we're not going to do it. But you had all agreed to this. And there's no reason you could not have agreed to a date for this deposition, at least of Mr. Eckleberry's client, while you were waiting for this other information. It's April 23rd at 11 o'clock work for all of you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then I'll talk to you then, April 23rd at 11 o'clock. Let's get the discovery moving. If it's not moving the next time, I'll close it.
Yes, Your Honor.
Understood, Your Honor.
Understood.
Is there anything else we can rephrase? Is there anything else we can fail to accomplish today?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
Have a nice weekend. Thank you for coming in. We're off the record.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
We are on the record with file number 21141979, Laboratory Specialist of Michigan versus City of Detroit. This appears to be our second pretrial. When we were last together on this, oh, I see. Court wanted to make sure, this was February 19th, that the 2.3028 disclosures have been made. And both of you gentlemen have indicated by your filings with the court that that's been done. Let me have your respective appearances.
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning. My name is Victor McCoy, P51315, and I represent the plaintiff, Laboratory Specialist of Michigan, LLC.
Calvert Bailey, P42409 for defendant City of Detroit.
All right, gentlemen, now that we have our disclosures made, where are we on resolution?
Well, we've made a demand of the outstanding amounts, and we're waiting for defendant to respond.
Well, the only demand we saw was in the complaint. We didn't know if that was your demand or what you
Yeah,
just put.
17,465.
All right, gentlemen, let's get our settlement discussions going. I'm going to have you back April 23rd. Does that work for both of you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Just a second, Your Honor. April 23rd.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Now, let's have some real settlement discussion.
Okay, Your Honor.
A demand my demand is what I said in the complaint. That was going to resolve the file. They wouldn't have filed an answer.
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Okay, guys. Anything else we can do today?
No, it's nice to
Is it
see
9
you.
o'clock, Your Honor, or 10?
Oh, it's going to be at 11 o'clock like today.
Okay.
Okey-dokey.
Here's the way I run my docket. I have a 10 o'clock call and 11 o'clock call. And when I put you on one at the beginning, typically that case stays on that same call all the way through.
Oh, excellent.
That way you can have some kind of, idea about planning. That way I have some idea about how many cases I'm going to have at one time in a day. I used to, back when we were seeing people live, I used to just set everything at one time. And then you do, first in, first served deal. But now that we're not doing live, there's really no reason to have more than things set at one time that you can actually handle. Now, I do not have any information about it, but my guesstimate is we're probably still going to be remote for most of, if not the rest of this year.
Yeah.
And the Chief Justice, apparently is a techie. And my understanding is she is quite enthralled with the way that remote hearings have been going, at least on the civil side. Because if you think about it, there isn't much need for me to see your smiling faces in person to say, how's your case going, and do dates, right?
Right.
And it's a lot more efficient for you to stay in your offices or your home. And that way you can be in 4 or 5 different courts in the same time it would take you to be in one and then drive to another.
Yeah, I don't miss the drive, and that's for sure, Your Honor.
Yeah, and it just seems to me that by doing it remotely, and I certainly was not a big fan of it, but I think having gotten used to it now, I'm an old guy, I'm resistant to change. It doesn't make sense for me going forward, and again, I'm just thinking out loud, but I'm thinking when I'm going to, assuming we ever do get back to normal, I'm still going to do things remotely.
I think it's a great idea. I like it myself.
Yeah, trials, I think I got to do in person. I don't understand how you can confront a witness on a TV set. I just don't see that. But other than that, it seems to me most of the things we do, at least on the civil side, we should be able to do remotely. And that should make your time, use your time much more efficiently. I mean, think about, I'm paying a lawyer $150 to $250 an hour to drive from point A to point B. That's not a very efficient use of time. And then turn around and drive back.
Right.
So anyway, that's just my out loud thinking. In any event, let's get started, gentlemen. Now some meaningful settlement discussions. I'll talk to you again April 23rd, 11 o'clock.
Thank you
so much, Your Honor.
All right, y'all have a good day, have a good weekend, and be safe.
You too.